Hello YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and today we are going to be playing some ruse. Now, this is going to be an operation mission that we're going to be playing, and the name of this mission is Anzio. It is one of the 1 versus 1 missions. So this game, I'm going to show you guys the tips and tricks on how to be able to beat this operation mission. And basically, the main strategy we're going to be using for this mission is the tank blitzkrieg. We're going to do a lead tank blitzkrieg. First, you're going to start off by making a tank depot right in the middle of the map. Then you're going to place 3 supply depots at your nearest depot locations. Then you're going to move up your unarmored anti-tank guns up into the woods towards the middle. And then you're going to move up your armored anti-tank guns right beside your tank depot. Now, we're moving up those anti-tank guns. Now, the unarmored anti-tank guns, I move them up there just in case anything happened. And I leave them camouflaged because the guy's going to have a lot of artillery. The armored anti-tank guns come into play a little later on when I start doing my push. So, beginning of the game, this is the little boring part. You want to put a little camouflage net on your base, and a camouflage net in the middle. We're going to build your tank base. But we're going to go over some of the objectives in this game right now while everything's setting up. So, the first objective, the primary objective, is obviously to defeat the enemy AI. Then you have secondary objectives like kill all enemy units within 15 minutes of the game beginning, lose less than 20 units, preserve all your anti-tank guns, capture enemy HQ, destroy 10 tanks, don't lose any buildings, kill 10 infantry units, and there are 4 hidden objectives, which I am not aware of. Now, we're not going to be able to kill 10 enemy infantry because or else it makes the blitzkrieg much more difficult. And we are not going to capture the enemy HQ, which we could have done, actually. I could have done that fairly easily. All you have to do is take a break while you're doing the blitzkrieg. So now, just set up the anti-tank base, and right away what you're going to do is you're going to start pumping out a bunch of lead tanks, and you're all going to send them right in front of that infantry base, because or else that infantry base is going to slow you down enough for him to get tanks up. And it did that this time. When I originally figured out this tactic, I was able to push through into the enemy's base without any issues. Now this time went a little bit different because you don't want to give him time to pump out any infantry. So you want to get that right away. Now what you see me doing is I'm moving my armored anti-tank guns to the side because they're going to be in a position where they're going to be able to cut off. You see those 2 supply, well, you don't see them right now, but there are 2 supply depots to my left over the river that feed on the same road. So you set up your anti-tank guns there so that they can cut off the supply route, and that already removes a good amount of the AI's funding, which makes it that much easier to take it down. So first thing you want to do is get rid of that infantry base because that causes the enemy to get some free units. Now next thing you want to do is start pressuring. Now usually the tanks wouldn't be across the bridge yet, but I was a little slow on this one, as I said. So right away I'm starting to push on that bridge, and you just want to keep pumping out those lead tanks until you're close enough that you can take a shot at that tank base. Now you don't want to take care of those tanks. At the beginning I'm just taking care of tanks so I can slowly move up, but what I eventually end up doing is I end up just going for the tank base, and you want to do that because as long as that tank base is up, he's just going to be able to keep pumping out as many tanks as you can. So it's just going to end up being a stalemate. So what you want to do is keep pushing and go for that base. Now, what you see me doing at one point is I was thinking, okay, this is not looking too well. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm pulling out my anti-tank guns. Now, the Italian dude has he has like 7-8 artillery guns already that are pounding my AT, so that's causing some damage. So what I do is I pull them back so that they don't get destroyed, and right here I'm going to take down the enemy's anti-tank base, and I also am going to send a little 4 lead tanks on the flank just in case. If you're having issues breaking through on the front, there's another river cross to the right. You want to send some lead tanks over there like I'm doing right now if you're unable to break through, and that will be able to divert some of his units and maybe allow you to punch through. So, and you'd be also able to take out his artillery base and a supply depot or 2. So now I'm doing my push. I've taken care of that tank base, which means no more tanks, which means no more resistance. This is going to be pretty much just taking down every building from this point on. So as you see me, I'm going for his artillery base slash HQ and take care of both of those, and that's the end of the game. Now, if you want to get the extra points and capture the HQ, all you have to do is build an infantry base as well at the beginning of the game, and get some infantry in there to capture that HQ, which I didn't do. But pretty much or else, everything except kill 10 infantry and capture the HQ, I was able to get all those secondary objectives. If you want to kill 10 infantry, you're going to have to stall a bit longer, and you're going to have to go up against a much larger tank force when pushing out towards him. And that's pretty much it. That's the tactic, just blitzkrieg. It seems for most of these operation missions, except for the one versus, well, not actually, that's not true, but for one of the one versus alls, you can't blitzkrieg because it's a defensive mission. But right now, what I've seen so far, that's 3 videos where I've taught you guys blitzkrieg tactics. Because that's really what the AIs are not meant to. Most of these AIs are turtles, and if you try and turtle them, well, you're gonna get screwed because they always beat you somehow. Well, they always beat me when I don't blitz them, so I'm gonna be a little noob and blitz their ass like that. They can't do anything about it. There we go. That's the last building. That's the end of the game. So as usual, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And check out our Steam group if you want to play with me or any of my friends on Steam. So I'll see you guys all next time.